Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Cachet Tarot. I didn't see a creator, but I do see topthatpublishing.com. So if you want to search out more information about this, feel free. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Website rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, use an umbrella. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want that information, of course. Okay, Scorpio. I mean, Scorpio has a lot of energy anyway, and I'm kind of feeling that jolt. I'm not sure where we're going with that just yet. Okay, well, there's the jolt. Do we like that? Let's go a little farther. This might be difficult for you. Not that things aren't difficult for Scorpio every now and then, but I don't know why. I just kind of always feel like Scorpio just gets it done. And sometimes you get it done before you overthink it. You just get it done and move on from it. I could be wrong. You definitely hold emotions and you think about things and what you have to deal with. So I'm not like saying it's not like you don't put thought into things. I know you do. But if you don't like something, it just seems like you go in there and handle it and move on. Maybe that's just, I don't know if that's the correct interpretation. Let me know if you feel like that's wrong. Alright, so I'm trying to be careful with this because I feel like this is somebody who actually matters to you, which is ironic, and only in the sense of like they matter to you a lot, but they also get right on your nerves. It's like somebody who matters, somebody you care about, but somebody like sometimes when they speak, it's just like, oh my goodness, one of those. Okay, so and this is somebody who like I feel like every now and then you try to kind of like advance their thought pattern. Let's put it that way. You try to give them some information to think about. Maybe they aren't really the receptive type to that, but you're like, yeah, but I'm still going to try anyway every now and then. You try to balance it out. I do feel, I don't know, this is like the Six of Cups, but I keep getting like a Six of Pentacles feel. It's not out here, but I keep feeling like I try to make it work. I try to put some information in there. I try to give them a chance to advance. I usually don't really grab into it all that well, but at least I kind of try to put it out there. I feel like I don't really want to argue with them, but I will. I don't really want to, but I will. I feel like this is a difficult connection, difficult relationship. It seemed like they're always in your life to some degree. They never really go away. It's kind of like, I wish this would go better, but I really don't know what to do with it. They do stress you. They do stress you. You don't really like fighting with them, because I feel like the reason I don't like fighting with them is because it doesn't seem to advance a situation. It's kind of like if I fight with them, then we're just fighting. But it's like, how to explain this? It's like somebody has to clean up the kitchen. So I try to explain to them that, they made the mess, they need to clean it up. But it only becomes a fight. They don't clean up the kitchen. I get mad and I'm like, well, I'm not cleaning up their mess. And it's like the mess just stays there and nothing changes until finally somebody just finally takes care of it. Sometimes it's a third party who actually cleans it up, but it's like, well, why did you do that? Because they were the ones who made it, and now they just think they can get away with that. Stuff like that. So it's like, I don't argue with them. I try not to, because it just doesn't work. It doesn't improve things. Either that or I end up doing it anyway. And it's kind of like, why argue and then end up, I don't know. I try not to argue with them. It doesn't mean you hold your tongue. I'm not saying you hold your tongue. I'm not saying that. But it's kind of like I try to not make things an argument, because it just doesn't go to your favor. Or anybody's favor, really. The situation coming forward, I feel like you're going to do it by yourself. This person wants in on that situation. This is that spark of energy I was feeling. No, I'm not saying anybody's a good guy or anybody's a bad guy. I'm just saying this person wants in. This is that person we've been talking about. I can immediately feel like this is not something you want in this situation. I feel like I don't want them in this situation. I do care about them, but I don't want them there. I feel like they're gonna try to get into the situation. Three of Swords. I got Two of Pentacles, half in, half out. It's very weird to me because I feel like they just keep working at getting into this situation. The Two of Pentacles is like a choice card to me. And I just feel like they just never let it go. It's almost like, for example, say you're going to go on a trip in 6 or 8 months. And you're like, I don't want them there because they're difficult to deal with. They stress you out. They bring stress with them. And you're like, I want to go on that trip and enjoy myself. I don't want to have to worry about the stress from this person. I don't really want them there. But they keep bringing it up and trying to get into it. They're trying to get themselves invited, or they're trying to like, well, okay, I'll book over here. So, blah 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 blah. They just keep working at it. They just, even when you think it's gone, it's not. They just keep bringing it back around. And I feel like you're trying to not argue with them. I feel like you're trying to be very diplomatic. Mostly because in the past I feel like you have argued with this person and it just blows up. And it's just kind of like, oh great, then we'll be arguing for how many months? I don't want to do that. And it causes other problems that I don't really want or other people don't need either. So, are you going to give in to this? Scorpio will do what they think is right. I mean, you all will. If for some reason this person going on and makes you feel like it's better for me to give in. Ace of Pentacles, half in, half out. The Chariot card, half in, half out. Very begrudgingly. Slowly but surely, I do feel like they whittle away at you. But I feel like you're also going to add in another layer to this. Okay, so they're coming. They're probably going to come. I can't seem to get out of this for whatever reason. So I feel like, alright, the more the merrier then. Because if it's going to be like that, I need to bring somebody else, at least one other person, maybe a couple. So that way I can, during this situation, I can send them off with this person. They can go do something, and I can go do what I want over here. I feel like I'm adding more people into the situation to create a buffer for me. So I can still enjoy it as much as possible at this point without having to feel like I'm just directly connected with this person constantly. Or at least to get like, maybe it wasn't just a you-them thing. Maybe there was a couple other people going anyway. But you're still adding in somebody else to like keep this person occupied, to keep them like amused so you don't have to deal with whatever they want to do. Because their energy doesn't really match your energy is what I'm getting. I'm not saying anybody's a bad person, but they just don't match your energy. A lot of possibilities come from this. You might be surprised because this seems to work out better than expected. Seven of Cups is like dreams, possibilities, opportunities. A lot of times people can see it as a fantasy card or dreams. I see it as opportunities sometimes. I'm going to say this as a Pisces because I'm a Pisces. You're a Scorpio. But the reason I'm saying this is because from dreams, you can create something from dreams. If you mold it and put it together, you can create something from this. And Scorpio is one to take something from the dream world into reality. So you could actually make some possibilities come from this. By adding new people in, there's going to be new opportunities that come with it. Okay, so where are we going with that? The Star card and then the Three of Swords. Hmm. You might be able to get this person to branch off on their own quest at the same time. So, like, if you're planning to go somewhere in 6 to 8 months, by adding other people in, they want to do something else. Maybe it's like, it's close to where you're going, but somewhere else. That might cause a division in this person that you really don't want going along. You might be able to get them to go to this other situation. It's in the same area, but for example, maybe you're in one hotel, their hotel's 30 miles away because what they want to do is 30 miles away. Technically, you're on the same vacation, but in different things, technically. So it's like if you travel to a different country, but they're staying 30 miles away, there might be an extra bonus here for you that you weren't expecting. Might be an extra bonus. Okay. This is where justice works out for you. Let that kind of take its own, just kind of, let it take its own course, but then make sure you encourage certain things that might work to your benefit. I feel like you'll see it, you'll feel the inklings, you'll have that energy behind you, kind of push that forward. Highlight that, encourage that. Because I feel like you might have unexpected opportunities where this situation actually goes more to your benefit. You still get what you actually want, and so doesn't the other person to a point. The situation may evolve in a way that it does work out. Still, you get what you want, they get what they want, everything is fine. Be open to the possibilities. This last piece is something about other people might cause stress for this person that gets on your nerves a little bit. You don't have to be involved with that if you don't want to. I don't know. I keep getting for some reason you may see something go on during the situation when it actually happens, and you may feel like, oh, I suppose I should step in. I would hold back and let it kind of take care of itself. I keep getting this idea that this person who's a little bit they don't match your energy, they might have somebody else that kind of tells them how to go. They might step on somebody's toes, and that person might yell at them quite loudly for doing so. Let it just play out. This might be a life lesson for this person that maybe they need a little refresher on, or maybe it's a new life lesson. I don't know. Probably a refresher on. I would just stay outside of it unless somebody literally asks you to be involved in it, and then just let them talk to you and decide if you really need to be. Because this person, I just feel like there's a refresh of a life lesson there that maybe they need a little bit. We all do get that every now and then. I don't care who you are. We all get these refreshers with life lessons every now and then. It's just how life works. They may be getting a refresher on their own there, just to be fair. So all in all, I feel like what they're saying is maybe don't fight the current so much. This person wants to be a part of the situation. Let them be a part of it. Bring in somebody else. Bring in another person or two. When that other person comes in, you might be surprised how the situation evolves more to your liking. Just that way the energy flows a little easier for you and you can actually get what you want without as much resistance. I feel like that's what the point of this is. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.